Hi guys, welcome back to the channel. If you are new and you're just passing by, please consider subscribing so that you get notified when we post future videos. Like this video, give it a thumbs up. That's the only thing I'll ever ask you to do. You do not pay for anything. You do not pay for robots, systems, indicators, and everything that you can download when you visit the blogs. The links are in the description box below. So yeah, go ahead, like this video. Okay, let's get into today's video. Who has never been scammed? Who has never been scammed in forex trading? I think everyone at some point when we were starting out, we encountered a lot of scams. I know I've been. I think I will get into that as the video progresses. But if you have ever been scammed, leave a comment in the comment section below. I would like to read what happened. How did it happen? Also, if you encountered new sophisticated scams that we haven't listed in this video, please leave them in the comment section below just to warn others. Okay, so let's get into the common forex scams that are out there that traders need to be aware of, especially traders that are just starting out in forex trading. I'm trying to make this video as short as possible. So the first one will be definitely the first one, and the most popular one is certainly signal service scams. Signal services. There are traders out there who claim to have so much experience, and they've been around and they know what the market would do. And then you have some of us who cannot read the charts yet, or do not have the time to do that. So what happens is, in the perfect world, you pay a fee to this person who is experienced and who knows what they are doing, who can read the charts, analyze the charts, and in turn, after you pay them, they give you quality signals that you can take, whether you are buying, whether you are selling, and you make money. You grow your account just like that. You don't need to put in any hours on your charts. As simple as that. But that's in the perfect world. Most of the time we notice that the signal service providers, most of them don't even know what they are doing themselves. It's so easy. The problem with forex is anyone can do it. So you don't need to be an expert in forex before you can be a signal provider. I mentioned as I opened this video, and I previously mentioned in my other videos, how I was scammed with a signal service provider. Basically, I signed up with this guy. He charged $50, I think, and I signed up with him, and we joined his WhatsApp group and his Telegram group. I think in that group we were around about 4,000 in the group that I was in. But then again, I realized that there were other groups. I think he had around about 8 or 9 of these groups, all with more than 4,000 people, all who had paid $50. Now, this person, the signals that they were saying that they were providing us, they would say buy at so and so price, and people would buy. I think I took a few of his signals before I just started. No, I'm no longer going to take this person's signals because they're so low quality. After you take those signals and you think this person has done their homework, you would see massive drawdown. And if you were a person who probably used standard lots thinking that this person knows what they are doing, so there's probably a signal that the market is going up now, probably you'd blow your accounts. Actually, there are people who started whose accounts were blown by this person. So signal providers, signal services, they are the most popular and probably the easiest scam. There are so many stories. There are forex mentors who not even analyze the charts themselves, but they themselves are actually members of other people's signal groups. So they basically just take signals from those other people, sort of rinse them, and then they sell them to their members. They don't themselves do anything. So what happened also with my signal provider was, when we joined with our $50, he promised that it was going to be a lifetime membership. There's nothing like that. After a month and a half in the signal group, he suddenly sent a message that there were too many people in the groups who had not paid the subscription fee, and he wasn't sure who's what and stuff like that. Some made up story. So everybody needed to pay up again to be subscribed to a new group that he was starting. So basically he abandoned the group that I was in, and all the people who were left with me who had not paid for the new fees, and we're supposed to have the signals for lifetime. Anyway, during the month and a half that I was getting his signals, I realized that my own analysis was better than the signals that he was sending, and basically I decided not to join the new group and just to part ways. That's where it ended. So forex signal groups, I'm not saying that there are no genuine signal providers out there. There are genuine signal providers out there. You just need to do your homework, do your due diligence. But watch out for forex signal providers. Most of them are scams. Most of them are just money making schemes. It's just so easy. You just start your Telegram group, your WhatsApp group, and you steal some signals from somewhere, or you can even you don't even need to do anything. You can just tell people a fake signal, give people fake signals, and they always tell you that it's the market manipulation, the brokers, the banks, and they're just manipulating the market, when it's actually the person who did not even analyze the charts, because they do not make money from trading, but they are making their money from your membership fees. So let's get into the next category of forex scams that you need to be aware of. It's definitely investment schemes. This is also a popular one. Basically, people will tell you that put your money in this account, and basically you are pulling together money into a single account which is owned by this person or this company, their company, and they are going to be then using that pool of monies to trade the markets, and end of the month, in the perfect world, everyone gets their share, and they basically, yeah, you get your dividends, sort of get your dividends end of the month, so sort of. And that's in the perfect world. Most of the time we have had horror stories coming out of this one as well, because they are just basically like Ponzi schemes. They promise you put in $100 and end of the month you get it as $2. It's going to double, or sometimes they tell you that we'll flip it to $400. Sometimes we'll flip it to $500. Sometimes they tell you even if you put $1,000, we can make it into $2,000 within 2 weeks. And people are desperate. People want to make money. People want to get out of poverty and things like that. So people deposit monies with these people, only for these people to just vanish or to come up with some made-up story about why they basically lost the money when they did not even use money to trade, but probably went around buying cars, buying the flashy life that people show on Instagram. So you need to be aware of somebody who doesn't have a license, who is not regulated, but they're asking you to put money into their account so that they can trade for you. They need to be regulated, they need to be licensed to be able to accept people's monies. So be aware of investment scams. Then the third type is probably has to do with brokers. Brokers love to do this, but lately it's disappearing. Brokers love to manipulate spreads, bid-ask spreads, especially during news times. So there's a certain degree where it's allowed, but then it gets to a point where the broker is trading against you. There are times where the broker is certainly, because it's a scammy broker, there are brokers who basically are not to be trusted. I think we have videos on this channel, you can look for them, where brokers have been caught out opening trades on behalf of their clients or refusing to close trades because trades are in profit. They'll only close trades when you are in loss. So those are scammy brokers. They also use things like that, bid-ask spreads. They just widen them for no reason. They just do a lot of things, trying to manipulate you out of your trades. So stay away from those scammy brokers. Look for regulated brokers, and try to as much read about reviews concerning the broker that you're about to choose. Try as much to find out from other people if they've used them, if they are trustworthy, and things like that. So beware of broker manipulation, beware of scamming brokers. It's also a common problem in forex. Then a rising trend is to do with forex robot scams. Forex robot scams, it's a popular trend, and I always advise people that when you download the robots that you guys request from the blogs, you do your due diligence, test them out and see if they are what they say, because most of the time I just post them because I get 100 people requesting the same thing. So I promise to find these things for you and I just send them over to you. But some of them I certainly don't see how they should be making you money, how they should be working, but they seem to be popular thanks to the genius marketing of their creators. The genius marketing of their creators on Instagram, on YouTube, on Facebook, and you think that this thing makes a lot of money. One thing about forex robot is if it makes millions whilst the person is asleep, why are they selling it for 5,000, for 2,000, or why are they even selling it? Would you, if you had a secret formula to the forex that will make you millions whilst you are asleep, would you give it to another person? Would you just give it to the whole world? What price would you charge for that secret formula? So it's some of these things that you need to be thinking about. So the forex robot, obviously, what I've also seen is most of these forex robots are already online. They are already on the MetaQuotes, on the MetaTrader website, and people simply download them from there. Then they just change the name. Otherwise it's just a robot that they stole from somewhere. They change the name, and then they plug it and try as much to just get a snippet of when the robot is working, and they hide the true nature of the robot where it's not working. Robots do make money. Robots do make money. Trust me, robots do make money. But they are also dangerous if you do not know what you're doing. So beware of these scams through forex robots. It's a popular trend, it's a rising trend, and these scammy creators of these robots are making a lot of money, because who doesn't want a system that makes them money whilst they're sleeping? Who doesn't? So these guys are making a killing. So be careful of these robot scams. Then one other scam that was popular, I don't know if people still do this. I don't know if people still do this because people have wised up a bit, but it was managed accounts. It was managed accounts. Basically, what would happen was the so-called mentor. The so-called mentor was basically a fraudster. Would say you deposit money into your own trading account and you also pay them a fee. So for the fee, they will basically manage your account and trade the account on your behalf. You don't need to touch your account. So you basically hand over login details. Basically you deposit money in your account and you hand it over to them and they trade on your behalf. Either you pay them a fee or either they will take a share of the profits that account would make. In the perfect world, again, in the perfect world, it's a straightforward arrangement, but it's not a perfect world. What these guys would do is they probably have 100 more accounts to manage. So unless they have some advanced system to be able to take trades in all these accounts at the same time, there was no way this thing would work, because they will need to have 100 laptops or 100 screens open so that they can quickly go through all those screens, placing buy or placing sell on all those accounts, which does not work. So either they needed to have a central system that can access all these accounts at once so they can buy at the same price, or what would usually happen is with stories of people crying that after paying these people, after nothing would happen on their accounts for months. No activity, no nothing. The account is just sitting there, but the person has taken their fees and they are buying cars and they are living a lavish life. And in worst cases, the person would actually, because they have got the login details and stuff, they would actually get into the account and transfer the monies out of that account into their own account and just simply vanish. That was the deal with managed accounts. I don't know if people are still falling for that nowadays, but it used to happen like that a lot. Then I think another one is to do with recruitment. I think before people wised up with forex trading, there was a lot of this scam around. By its nature, recruitment is not a bad idea. It's not a bad idea. The problem is that most of the people who were doing this were not actual traders, but they were basically just recruiting people to their mentor and recruiting people to a certain broker. They would certainly get paid. Where it will become a scam, where it will become a fraud, is these people will pretend that the monies that they are using to buy these cars, they are using to buy all these fancy clothes and fashion and lifestyle, the monies that they are using to fund their lifestyle is actually from trading, when it's not, when it's actually coming from referrals and from commissions and stuff. So if a forex mentor was looking for people, he certainly ask some members of his group to bring in their family members, their friends, for a certain reward, for a certain fee. But the person who's going out to recruit people would not come out and say, I'm getting paid to get you into this group, or to get you it also worked with brokers to get you in front of this broker and things like that. They wouldn't say things like that. So it would become a scam and a fraud when the person, they make it look like they are so successful in forex trading, they are making lots of money, and the money that they are using to fund their lifestyle is basically from trading, when it's not. They basically are not trading, they're just making money off referring people to their mentor and referring people to a certain broker. That's it. That's how people were making money. I don't know if people are still doing that, but yeah. Then a funny one, last one, a funny one that I also came across was when it comes to information. These mentors, they milked people for some of these stupidest things you ever think of. I know of mentors who were accused of selling even the MetaTrader platform. People were buying MT4, people were buying MT5 from these forex mentors. People were buying PDFs full of baby peeps information, because sometimes people are lazy to think, sometimes people are lazy to look for information for themselves. People were buying baby peeps for thousands of dollars, for thousands of rands, and people were buying MetaTrader 4, the platform. It's something that you can simply go online and download from a broker or from the MetaTrader website themselves, and people were buying that. Indicators, people were buying stochastics, people were buying the MACD, things that come with the platform, because somebody figured out somewhere that they can make money off people just like that. So if in the coming videos, also look at some of the ways that you can protect yourself from forex scams legally, and how to also get back at these fraudsters and these scams legally if you've been scammed and things like that. So like this video, give it a thumbs up, subscribe if you're not yet subscribed. Until next time, bye.